welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I've decided I'm doing a fashion commentary on the entire Twilight Saga. I'm gonna sit here and rank every single outfit Bella wears in all 5 films. We're gonna chat through, we're gonna watch together. It's gonna be fun, you'll love it. I'm gonna try and use tier maker for this so you can see the rankings, but it's been really sketchy the past few days, so if it's not there or if pictures disappear, I'm really sorry. Bear with me on that. My 5 categories from tier maker are: the best category is Twilight baseball scene, which means that any outfit matches up to the Twilight baseball scene. I feel like I don't have to explain myself further. The second is good Twilight core. These are outfits that I feel really encapsulate the vibe of Twilight and the aesthetic of Twilight. They're also outfits that you could very much recreate today and they'd still look really nice. Then I've got Go On Girl, Give Us Nothing. This is the category where it's like, this outfit says nothing to me, it's doing nothing for me, I will forget about it. My 4th category is based off the song Decode. It's How Did We Get Here? It means the outfit is so bad that like I didn't even know what to do with it. The very bottom tier, which is CGI baby bad. I feel like I don't have to explain this to you if you've watched the films, but these are outfits that are as bad or worse than the CGI baby, which is really difficult to do, but those outfits are there. Some of Bella's outfits are really ugly and we need to talk about it. I know that Twilight fashion and Twilight core are also coming back in a big way, so I thought it'd be a nice opportunity for me to do some styling segments as well. For the restyling sections, I've used pieces from the actual films and then kind of brought them into the 2020s, so it feels a bit more modern but still kind of stays true to the film's aesthetic. It's actually a really hot day, so apologies in advance for the sweat that you will see as I watch all 5 of these films. Do you feel ready? Are you ready to go? Are you gunning for it? Okay, let's get into Twilight. Okay, so this is the scene where Bella arrives in Forks. I honestly don't like the shirt layering. Like, I feel like the sleeves are too fitted for the shirt. Actually, when I was younger, I never questioned this look as being like a bad look. So I feel like it can go into good Twilight core. Okay, so now I'm at Bella's first day of school. I know this outfit gets a lot of hate, but I feel like I need to say something here. If Miss Emma Chamberlain wore this outfit, would you say it was bad? I don't think you would. I think you're a double standards type of person, because if Miss Emma Chamberlain wore this outfit, you guys would all eat it up. It's going into good Twilight core and I'm not going to say any more on that. Oh my god, this is that scene where Bella's friends are like, do you want to hang out with us? And she's like, I'm reading my book and leaning on my car, which is like way more important than making friends right now, so like I won't be coming along. I actually really love this coat, like it's so comforting to me. It shows up again in New Moon, so I think I might talk about it then, but it's going in good Twilight core. This is the scene where Bella slips in the snow. That's quite funny. This is also the outfit she's wearing when Edward saves her from Tyler's car. One thing I noticed about late 2000s fashion is like how fitted all of the outerwear is. Like the jackets, the coats, like they all kind of are very tight. I feel like we've been in the like oversized era quite a long time, and just because things always circle back, I imagine these will be back, but I don't know how I feel about them. Why is this film color graded so badly? Like, did we ever get answers? They literally just filmed the whole thing and then the color grader was like green. And now we have this like green film that's obviously so badly done, but everyone finds really comforting. I just find that funny. Okay, back to this outfit. I have a lot to say about the top that she's wearing underneath, but I'm just gonna wait until she gets to school. What's up, Arizona? How you liking the rain, girl? Okay, so the top that Bella's wearing is actually pivotal to late 2000s fashion and just like the Twilight core aesthetic. It's just like peak dressing from the era. When I see shirts like this, it reminds me of like Elena Gilbert and even like Emma Watson in some of the later Harry Potter films. There's something so nice and flattering about it, and I kind of wish it hadn't gone away. Actually, I'm gonna pause. I need to talk to you for a minute. When I was younger, I didn't feel so much pressure to like dress up nicely for everything, and like especially school. I imagine that there's some people watching this who are quite a bit younger than me, and I just want to tell you, like, you wear what makes you feel comfortable. Don't let a random influencer tell you what to do. Back to this top though, this actually loads of these tops floating around on like eBay or Depop or in thrift shops. I remember the main place to get these tops was Hollister or Gap, or sort of those shops that do like American basics. I think in Hollister they were called the Henley tops. If that's wrong, I will put a correction there, but I'm pretty sure it was a Henley top. Do you know what? I'm actually going to show you how to style this look for the 2020s because I think it's coming back and I think it's really fundamental to Twilight core. So this is your first restyling section. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I've got a white Henley top here. This is kind of like the basic one. It's the closest one to Bella's one that I could find. And I would style a Henley top in two ways. So I feel like this is a more grungy, fairy core, ethereal way of doing it. I would put like a green boho dress over it with some sort of ripped tights or pattern tights. I think just like a boot or a chunky shoe. I've got some like brown Doc Martens style boots there, but I think any chunky shoe would work. And I think to like top it all off, you need this like grungy coat with like a big hood, because I feel like that's such a thing in Twilight with lots of characters. So I've got this like brown vintage coat. I just think it'd be really cute to like wrap up the look. Then you'd go in with loads of different necklaces, bracelets, earrings, hairbands. You could do a really nice sort of like grungy eye look with greens and browns. I just think that that's a really good way of styling that top. Like the top is so versatile, there's loads you can do with it. I've now got a grey Henley top that's cropped because these were also super popular at the time. They're basically the same, it's just different colours. Let me show you how the late 2000s girlies would wear this. So you would take this top, and it's usually like a tiny bit cropped. Then you would wear like a low-rise boot cut or straight leg jean. Then underneath that, you would add like a tank top or vest layer. And what you would do is you'd have the straps and they'd poke out of the top of the neckline of the top. Because the jeans are low-rise and the top is quite long, it kind of emphasised your like waist and hip area really nicely. And then at the time, people were wearing like longer jewellery, so not really like standard jewellery like I have on now, but like really long hippie necklaces with like feathers on them, crystals on them, like big hearts with stuff inside, like big lockets, that sort of stuff. So I just found a feather necklace and put it on top. And then you would wear like a boot, like the same chunky boot basically from other outfits. And then like a big grungy coat, so you could wear the brown coat from like the last look, like the beige coat that Bella has, or you could wear like a big corduroy jacket like the one I've got here. Looking back, I actually do think that that look is quite cute. It's quite simple. It would have been really nice for things like school. I imagine that's why characters like Elena Gilbert and Bella would be wearing these outfits, because they were simple, but you still looked nice.
What am I supposed, I mean, how am I gonna, I can't even, there's nothing left for me.
Let's get back into the film. Oh, and obviously I'm putting that in good Twilight core. Okay, this outfit is giving us nothing, but I kind of respect it. Watching these films now that I'm older actually has made me realise they didn't dress Edward like a 17-year-old, they dressed Edward like a 100-year-old man. I don't want to be reminded that he's 109. Okay, we're back at school. So I feel like these tops were so late 2000s, they're kind of mumsy, but I guess they were also kind of comfy and versatile. You can find these tops all over like thrift, vintage and charity shops at the moment. I think you could style them differently to how Bella styled them to get a proper Twilight core look. Let me show you quickly. I managed to find the exact shirt that Bella's wearing in this film as the base, and then underneath it I would put in like a green tank top. It sounds strange, but let's continue. So you'd lay the turtleneck under the blouse, so you're giving like a fun, like kind of 90s actually sort of boho look. So I've got brown corduroy trousers. I think corduroy is quite versatile. I know a lot of people hate it, but I do think it works for this look. Any shoe would work here, to be honest. Then you could throw on literally the coat that Bella's wearing, like one of those big, lovely, warm beige coats that have like a massive hood would be lovely. And then you can kind of go in again with your accessories, your long necklaces, your bracelets, your rings, your earrings. I think my look is better than Bella's, so I think I'm going to put this look in Go On Girl, Give Us Nothing. Okay, now we're going to the push. Bella's wearing the worst hat in this scene. This was when Jacob was telling the story about the cold ones. It's not really a Twilight core look though, so I'm going to put it in Go On Girl, Give Us Nothing. Okay, so this is just another standard late 2010s look. I don't particularly like those types of tops in stripes because they remind me of pajamas. I'm putting this in Go On Girl, Give Us Nothing. I don't know if I'm being harsh, but it's also my channel, so. Oh my god, this scene where Bella realises Edward is a vampire is everything to me. The lighting and the outfit are so good. I wish they did more stuff like this within the film, like kind of like campy old vampire looks. I could really imagine like Rosalie or Esme in something like beautiful velvet things with frills and corsetry.
Sensational.
Speaking of Rosalie, I feel like Rosalie in the 2020s would be an influencer. Like, I feel like Carlisle will be like, can we keep a low profile? And Rosalie would be posting looks on the gram. I'm gonna put this in good Twilight core. Oh my god, this is Edward and Bella's couple reveal. Edward is outselling Bella here. Like, you couldn't style her for their couples reveal. Like, you're giving us nothing, Bella. Like, it's hard to work with you. You think you can outrun me? You think you can fight me off? I know this was released in 2008, but it looks like Edward is one of those girlies in like 2016 that like found highlighter and they were just like, yes. I'm gonna put this outfit in good Twilight core, not because it's that interesting or memorable, but just because I feel like the costume designer made an effort here to like match the tones and colours of both Edward and Bella so they kind of look in sync and like in harmony. And the meadow scene is quite iconic, so I feel like it would be mean to put this anywhere else. I never realised how committed Bella is to wearing headbands, even when it doesn't really match the vibe. I don't like it, it's giving us nothing. Bella looks like when your mum tells you to come out and get shopping and you like just grab the first pair of shoes. I know she's cleaning her car, so I guess it's fine, but I am gonna put it in. How did we get here? How did we get here? I have to insert a clip here.
I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this!
I simply don't understand why this top also has a pocket. Is this really what the girlies in 2008 would be wearing to their like vampire man's family house? Like, you're seeing them for the first time and you're like, kangaroo chic? Surely not. I don't know. The whole spider monkey scene happened and that's kind of iconic, but this is going in CGI baby bad. Like, I don't care. This is really, really bad. Okay, this is a good 2008 school look. Like, it's comfy and cozy and I feel like it's very accurate to what... Why does it have a hood? Why does a cardigan need a hood?
I was shocked, honey. I was in tears almost.
Like, this has ruined everything for me. You're going in CGI baby bad. I'm disappointed. I feel like these sorts of hoodies will come back. I love the colour of it also. Like, this is going in good Twilight core already. Let me actually show you how I would style this hoodie for the 2020s. This hoodie is actually really expensive. I found it online and it seems to sell for like $120. Anyway, let's style it. I'd probably lay like a cream or white turtleneck underneath. Yes, I love turtlenecks. Then put the hoodie on. Then put like a nice dark wide leg jean on. And then you could carry like an orange rucksack or like an orange tote bag. I just think it's like another one of those sort of like casual late 2000s looks. It's something Bella would probably wear if the show was like a CW show in the 2020s. Actually, if it was a CW show in the 2020s, Bella would be dressed in like the tiniest skirt and like over sexualized. But that's a story for another video. Oh my god, are we at the baseball? I cannot explain to you the sick rush I got from watching the baseball scene for the first time. It's a cinematic masterpiece. It's Oscar worthy. When Alice does the kick, when Rosalie goes, "My monkey man," I didn't get that, but I felt that. Obviously anything baseball related is going in the baseball scene. That's where I'm ranking it. It's the best thing that ever happened to this franchise. Let's talk about Victoria's look here. Like, I feel like Victoria could be part of the Twilight core, Twilight fashion canon. Like, there's something I really liked about her costuming in the first film. She looks like a vampire who you know had a really good time in the 70s. Like, she was drinking lots of blood, having fun with lots of men, and probably went to Woodstock. She had the best time. I know that this late 2000s era isn't the era of her heart. I just love her look here. Like, I feel like it really tells a story. I'm not putting it in the ranking system, but it's obviously baseball scene tier. This top is too mumsy and too boring for me to talk about. I'm moving on. I have a vendetta against these jackets. The jackets are like super fitted coats. I can't explain why. It just doesn't sit right with me.
It's not even giving what y'all said it was supposed to give. No, I wasted my money.
I'm gonna put it in CGI baby bad. Okay, we're at prom. You may not agree with me here, but the most important thing is that I agree with me here. This dress was not nice. I will not have anybody try to convince me otherwise. And she's even bought this like cardigan that doesn't match and put it on top. What is this? This is how did we get here? Like, this is your prom look? Like, this is the end of Twilight look? Okay, we are heading into New Moon. Let's get into it. I actually liked this look when I first saw New Moon, like in the dream sequence scene at the beginning. I remember at the time it annoyed me that older Bella wasn't wearing the same top as Bella, but I guess maybe it would have been too obvious. It can go in good Twilight core though. We're at Bella's first scene back at school. Also, it's her birthday. Wait, this is what she chose to wear? It was actually kind of cute until I saw the layering. Like, this is CGI baby bad. I'm sorry. How can you wear like a stripy tight sweater vest and then pair it with a purple polka dot shirt? Like, what was the reason, Bella? What was the reason? Actually, as an aside in this scene, it always throws me off how their English teacher in this scene is like actually English. Like, I'm English and there would be no reason for me to be in Forks, Washington, population 5. So I don't really know why their English teacher is from England. You can hate me for this, but I don't like this dress. Like, this outfit was just standard to me.
What was that? Okay, James.
The shoes are awful. Like, why is she wearing those? Couldn't Alice hook her up? Side note, can we discuss how beautiful this scene between Bella and Carlisle was? Like, it's actually exquisite. Like, the lighting, the colour palette, the tones of the costumes, the candlelight. Like, it's just beautiful. Like, what was the reason?
What was the reason? What was the reason?
Like, where was that energy for Edward? Maybe it had something to do with the fact that half of the internet calls Carlisle Zaddy, but... Oh no, this is the breakup scene. I really adore this coat Bella wears. Like, I think it's peak Twilight core. I've actually been obsessed with this coat at like multiple points in my life. And I remember years ago going on Depop and like just searching for like a beige coat with like a big hood. And like, if anyone who knows me is watching this, you'll know that I wore that to death. It got to the point where it would rain and like my jacket was no longer waterproof, so I'd just be like in this sopping wet beige Bella coat. I'm putting this outfit in baseball scene because it's iconic. There's a possibility. This scene was so inventive. Like, it was such a great way of bringing those like blank pages from the book to life. But there's loads of outfits in this that you don't really see, and she's mostly in like sweats and whatever, so I'm just gonna skip it. This is when Charlie tries to send Bella back to Jacksonville. I'm obsessed with like the tones of this outfit. I think it is such good Twilight core. I think a nice way of just looking at fashion in general and understanding what you like and finding inspiration can just come from like the colours and tones of films. Like, you can kind of see how nicely they go together, so you can wear like oranges, browns, beiges and greens as part of the like Twilight core look. I feel like Bella and Jessica are really matchy sometimes, but Jessica just like wears more pinks and is like slightly more feminine. Bella's in such a standard late 2000s look, but I actually do like the sort of straight leg classic blue jeans. Like, you can't really go wrong with them. There's so much you can do with them. Can we talk about the fact that Bella just like got on motorbikes with some random guy when she should have been hanging out with Jessica? Bella's weird. Like, she's actually weird. Like, if you take her out of the context where like she's the main character and you're watching from her perspective, you'd be like, who the hell is this person? She is literally so weird. I don't know. Let's move on. Bella, where the hell have you been, Loca? There were quite a few outfits in this montage, but you don't really get to see them very clearly, and they're all quite similar. One thing that's actually interesting about New Moon is that the costume designer made a conscious effort to like change from Edward's colour palette to Jacob's colour palette. So Bella goes from wearing lots of like greys and blues to wearing more like browns, burgundies, oranges, and it kind of helps her meld into Jacob's world a bit. I can't really rank that section because there were just too many outfits, so I'm just going to leave it. There's a lot of plaid throughout Twilight and New Moon. I think if you're into plaid and you like grunge or soft grunge or Twilight core, like you should get some plaid. I think colours to look for in particular are greens, blues, browns and maybe oranges, I'd say. You can see how they've matched up Bella and Jacob's looks here. Like, it's kind of a throwback scene to like the matched up looks they were wearing in La Push. And in this scene, Jacob is kind of telling another story about what's happening with Sam and all the people on the reservation. So that's really interesting that they've done that. I'll put that in good Twilight core. I know it's literally just a long sleeve top and some jeans, but I'm obsessed with this as a late 2000s look. Like, it was so simple and so flattering on her, and like with the little backpack as well, she just looks so nice for school. It feels like really different from the like staple looks that we have in the 2010s, where it's like, you know, like mum jeans and like a crop top. Like, this is kind of different, and I really like the vibe of it, so it's going in good Twilight core. The top that Bella wears in the cinema scene is like really nice and versatile. You could wear it like in other settings, like the sort of turtleneck wide leg trousers way that I showed you in Twilight. I'm not going to put it in good Twilight core because it's not that interesting in the way that she's wearing it. Whenever I think about the wolves turning, I just think of this scene where Bella's like stroking Jacob's head and Jacob's in that like green suit. I hate this stripy top so much, and I bet it has a hood just to spite me. I don't have to explain myself. In this scene, it's like they're trying to remind us that Edward is 100 years old. The look that Bella's wearing when she jumps off the cliff is actually good Twilight core. I think it feeds well into that sort of grungy Washington vibe, and the tones are really nice as well. I'm usually opposed to Bella's layering, but I'm actually here for it here. As a side note, that outfit Alice is wearing when she comes to see Charlie after she thought Bella had died is actually so nice. And I think if this were the 2020s, she'd probably be into fairy core. If you want fairy core inspo, actually, my first video was on fairy core and I styled a lot of looks in there. If you're looking for Alice vibes, click on the video. I don't know which side I'm going to put it on, but it will be somewhere. Oh, in this scene, I like how Bella's wearing the same top from the dream sequence. That's really cool. Oh my god, okay, I completely forgot about this scene. I literally burst out laughing the first time I saw this. Like, I don't know what's happening here. Like, it's giving Amish. I don't know. It's just crazy to me that, like, you find out this huge piece of information, like Bella in the future, in the near future, is going to be a vampire. And they were like, do you know what would work? This look. That is CGI baby bad.
And if you want to fight me, then fight me.
Oh my god, this outfit in this scene is so boring. Is that the end of New Moon? It is. Okay. I'm moving on to Eclipse. I actually don't really like Eclipse. Like, I don't really like the film that much. It's not the one I go to when I want to watch a Twilight film. I feel like I wore this outfit when I was like 9. It doesn't do anything for me Twilight-wise. Like, it's boring. Next. I want to review this outfit right now, but I literally can't see past the wig. Like, that is a CGI baby bad wig. Oh, I really like that Bella's in Jacksonville with her mum chilling, but I once again can't see past the wig. That's going in How Did We Get Here? The sunglasses are nice though. I like how at this stage we're entering the 2010s, so she's wearing like skinny jeans instead of straight leg jeans. I feel like this can't go in good Twilight core because I don't think it's Twilight core, but it is easy dressing. I think I'll put it in the section below. These zip up hoodies that have diagonal zips have always annoyed me. Like, I feel like they're not flattering. I'm not sure why they're even a thing. I think we're at the party scene now. Yeah. I'll be forever mad that this is what Bella chose to wear for her graduation party. I know she's like preoccupied, like people are trying to kill her, and I know that she is not like other girls, but why is she dressed like she's chaperoning the party? It's awful. I'm quite far into this film and it's really disappointing. I have a real question about this scene, which is, why is the CGI wolf better than Bella's wig? Okay, we're at the part where they're using Jacob to mask Bella's smell, but I wish that they could use Jacob to mask Bella's look because it's ugly as hell. Here we see Bella dressing weather appropriately for her evening in a tent in the snow. I kind of wish that Bella had worn something a bit more like remarkable in this scene, but I guess that's okay. This film is actually kind of disappointing Twilight core wise. Okay, this is a nice Eclipse scene. I really like this soft, like honey coloured cardigan she's wearing. I could put that in good Twilight core. That's a good way to round off Eclipse, I think. Okay, we're at Breaking Dawn part 1. Let's get into this.
Yeah, get into it.
I know this doesn't really count as an outfit because this is like when Bella's trying on her wedding shoes, but imagine if the new costume designer was like, this will be Bella's first outfit, and like just threw this in as her first look. Like, I'd respect it. It's camp, but it's also CGI baby bad. I was obsessed with this campy horror movie style wedding scene dream in this film. Like, I actually thought it was so visually pleasing. This is the type of dress Bella would have chosen as an 18-year-old. So I kind of like that they included something like that. I know for like the franchise, it was probably important for Bella to have like a really unique wedding dress, so they wouldn't have gone for that as like the main one. I think it's good Twilight core anyway. Okay, I'm at Bella's actual wedding now. She's wearing a sleek slip dress by Carolina Herrera. And I actually do love this dress. Like, it's simple, but the detailing on the front and the back are like really intricate and nice. I'll put it in good Twilight core as well.
Child. Anyway, so
how did we get from those wedding dresses to this like boring honeymoon dress? I guess it was probably the type of dress that anyone in 2011 would have worn, but like, I don't know, I wanted more. It's boring, it's giving us nothing. I actually love these outfits so much. Like, it feels different to see Edward and Bella in like summery looks, and they actually both look really healthy and happy. That's like good honeymoon vibes. Oh my god, what is this? Is this meant to be lingerie? I know Stephenie Meyer like dresses quite conservatively, but I don't have to dress conservatively. Like, where is the push-up bra? That's CGI baby bad. That's so bad. I love booty shorts Bella, tanned Bella, human Bella. They made her look so good as a human. Like, I low-key think she looked better in this era than she does as a vampire, which I feel like is a problem. Now we have bikini bottoms Bella. Baseball scene. That's going in baseball scene. Oh my god, we have booty up Bella. Okay. She said, I've learned from my last lingerie experience and I have grown as a person since then. And I will put my booty up because I know what I want. And I respect that for her. And I love that for her. That's going in the baseball scene. Oh my god, another campy dream scene. They definitely should have gone all out here, but this isn't really giving us anything. She's got her Hollister top back and she's got her little shorts. It's very late 2000s summer fashion, and I feel like it's good Twilight core, so it's going in good Twilight core. Please forgive me, I know that half of this film is Bella pregnant and like struggling with that, but there aren't really outfits involved, so I'm just gonna skip that section and go to the next outfit. Anyway, this is her death dress.
Oh, she passed away? Oh. All right.
This moment is so huge, and I'm like, this is the dress they give her. It doesn't feel right, it doesn't sit right with me. It feels like something that like Ashley Marin from Pretty Little Liars would wear. Like, it's giving us nothing. Oh my god, that's the end of Breaking Dawn Part 1. Why am I so negative at the end? Okay, this is the same dress as before because this is when she wakes up. It does stand out here, like against the forestry, but I do feel like I wish they'd gone for something a bit more like powerful or ethereal. She wearing like a mini dress and tights situation. I feel like her vampire look should be more cool, but this is cute. Restyling this, I think I could see this working with like a beige jacket, some tights, chunky shoes, and like lots and lots of accessories, and like, you know, like good like black eyeliner makeup. Like, that would work for our Twilight core fashion girls, but like this alone is not really giving me anything to work with. I feel like they've aged up Bella's style so much. Like, she's supposed to be 18. Why have they like dressed her like a mum? Like, I don't like it. I hate it. It's how did we get here? Because how did we get here? I find it really interesting that she's suddenly wearing lots of dresses and tights also. I imagine they wanted a change of vibe for her because like she's a vampire now, she's with the Cullens now, and like the Cullens kind of look and dress a certain way, and like Alice has influenced her wardrobe. I do think it's cute. I do not like the shoes in this outfit and it's boring as hell, so I'm moving on. How did we get here? These A-line sort of like mini dresses was such a thing in the 2010s, and it's like not bad, but I just don't find them interesting either. Okay, she's wearing cute knitwear here, but do you know what's actually really strange about all the Twilight films? Like, I feel like they live in like this cold and rainy place, but none of them have like nice thick knitwear. Like, None of them have like those really thick like wool jumpers or like those fisherman like Scandi jumpers. They don't have like granddad jumpers. There's just like no knitwear. I don't know if I'm just noticing that, but it is really strange. Like, I feel like they could have done more there. Okay, oh my god, we're already getting to the battle scene. Bella's wearing her mum heels again. I kind of wish they'd given Bella a cooler outfit in this period. Like, she's fighting for her life here. They could have given her an outfit that was like more remarkable and iconic, like in the same way that like outfits from like other protagonists like Katniss Everdeen are kind of like iconic, strong looks. I'm not really getting that here. They could have gone with like a military silhouette or like something more vampiric, cool. This film is also actually quite disappointing for fashion. Let's do another aside. Let's talk about the Volturi. I feel like their outfits should have been more medieval, but they actually end up looking like emos. It's giving My Chemical Romance Black Parade. Maybe at the time it could have been more cool, but this is immediately like so dated and it's kind of funny to look at. Is this the last outfit? Because she truly has no excuse for this. Like, she no longer gets cold. So why is she like wearing weird layers? Oh my god, is it done? Oh my god, it's done. Thank you so much for joining me on this commentary. I feel like my eyeliner is probably on my cheekbones right now. You do have to sacrifice your mental health to watch these 5 films. You do have to sacrifice brain cells, and it was worth it to me. I hope it was worth it to you. Let me know in the comments like which Twilight core looks are your favourite. I'd love to see like your own rankings or like definitive rankings of the film. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.